Hey everyone, Liz here with Peak to Sea Travel Experiences, and I'm here on a Carnival cruise ship, and I wanted to talk to you today about what to pack when you're heading out on a cruise. Thought I'd give you some tips that are helpful when you're in a very small, tight little stateroom with not a lot of space. See if I can show you a little bit, but that's all the space you get usually. You have a bed, usually a twin bed. They sometimes can put it together to make it a full-size bed or queen-size bed, but there's just not a lot of space on a cruise ship. But you also need to bring some extra things that you might not bring if you're traveling to another destination. So let me show you some of the things that I have. Obviously, you have the usual things like your towel, your swim bag, your swimsuit. I find that these towels that dry quickly are really nice to have on a cruise because you're usually in warm areas where it has a lot of humidity and there is just not enough time to dry your clothes every evening, even if you set them out. So sometimes bringing a towel that will dry quickly is really nice. Obviously, bring your own water bottle. I really like these kinds because you can put ice and water in it and it stays cold all day long. Obviously, don't forget your sunscreen and your aloe. Of course, we all get totally burned the first day and have to deal with that the rest of the trip. Other handy things are bags that you can put your valuables in, your phone and things in, and they don't get wet. So you can take it in the water, use it for snorkeling or whatever, that kind of thing. This cruise ship in particular, I'm going to show you another trip, comes with one outlet. Let me show you. One lousy outlet, right? Most of us have lots of electronics. We have cell phones, cameras, iPads, computers, not to mention your hair dryer and your curling iron, all that kind of stuff. There's just not any way that you can function with one outlet. So these things are very, very handy. Bring an extra extension cord too, so that if the outlet is all the way across the room, that you can reach the bed when you are laying down at night and you want to read your book. Tip. I wish I had brought my extension cord this time. I totally forgot it. Another thing that's very, very handy is to bring an over-the-door hanging bag. So this is mine. I like to put it on the back side of the bathroom door. Then when you come in from your stateroom, you can just throw your key card, your lanyard, your sunscreen, grab your hairbrush, write a note to your friends and neighbors. You've got your medicines, all kinds of things that are in here. I think this is very, very handy because it just saves a lot of space. Then you can have everything you want, everything you need within reach. You could also, if you don't want to hang it on the back of the bathroom door, you could put it inside the bathroom and you could have all of your toiletries in one place. Very handy things to have are towel clips. They come in every color and every size. This happens to be a little Carnival one. Obviously sunscreen. Don't forget your sunscreen. Hairbrush, lanyards. We like to bring a highlighter pen and a Sharpie pen, some scissors. Some of these things are just handy to have. Sometimes you never know when you're going to need to write a note to somebody and you don't have communication by cell phone. Every single day, the cruise ship is going to give you a list of all of the daily activities that go on board the ship. So it's nice to have a highlighter pen so you can highlight the things you want to do. They're also switching to the modern age, and you can download an app, and the app will have things that you can put as your favorites, and it'll send you notices when it's time to go to your activities. Find another thing that's nice to bring is some washing soap to wash your clothes. Sometimes cruise ships have a laundromat and you can use it, and sometimes they don't. And so when they don't, you might run out of underwear, or an item of your clothing might get dirty. You spilled chocolate down your shirt, whatever. It's nice to have some soap so that you can wash your clothes in the sink and hang them up to dry. The next thing on my list is bug repellent. It's nice to have this, especially when you're traveling in the Caribbean or in Mexico. They have been warning about the Zika virus, and so you want to make sure you have a little bit of bug spray or bug wipes with you before you go, along with your sunscreen. Last but not least of the small little things that's helpful to bring on a cruise ship is some air freshener. These bathrooms are very, very, very tiny, and a little air freshener goes a long way. Well, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have some more tips for you tomorrow after I talk to the neighbors on both sides and ask them for their favorite items that they like to bring when they go on a cruise. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Okay, so I think some of the most important tips for cruising is definitely bring a waterproof pouch for your cell phone or an underwater camera so that you can capture things when you go snorkeling. I also think it's important to have lots of good sunscreen, good quality sunscreen.
And you can't have too much sunscreen.
No.
Different kinds of sunscreen.
We've been through a lot of sunscreen. Yeah, we have an over-the-door hanger thing that we absolutely love for all of our bathroom essentials. We put everything in there so we have more space.
Super helpful.
Yes. Keeps
Not a lot
things
of
more
space in the bathrooms.
organized. What
I
else?
think on a cruise is like most vacations, you should bring twice the money and half the clothes.
Although we've been through a lot of our clothes. Okay,
And a
so
lot
here's
of our
another
cash.
important one. Right here.
Oh, this is a really
We have one outlet. So we bring this that has,
this.
and we can plug everything into it. I blow dryer at the same time I'm charging. Works fabulous. You want this.
Love that.
So there's some of our great tips.
Thank
Don't
you
forget.
very much, ladies.
You're welcome.
Enjoy your cruise.
One other cute tip, if you want to hang stuff on your door, use command hooks, because then they come right off the door without hurting
The doors are also
finish.
magnetic, so you can bring magnets and stick them on.
Perfect.
Oh, hi guys. Top 8 things that you must have on your next cruise, okay? You don't want to come without these things. First thing is sunscreen. Lots and lots of sunscreen. Okay, guys?
Number 1 tip.
And then number 2, have a pair of flats and heels, so that if you wear the heels and your ankles are getting sore and you don't want to do that, you have alternative. Okay, so a pair of flats and a pair of heels.
There's the pair of heels.
Here's the pair of flats. Right? Okay.
Totally perfect.
You want to also order a case of water, and then also have a water bottle that you can carry around, because hydration is so important. Because you're going to be going everywhere, you want to make sure that you have water with you. So I highly recommend that.
You can even refill your own water bottle upstairs with ice and everything.
Yes, yes, so that's great. I like to bring what I call a Sammy towel. So those are great. They're small. Divers use them, but they dry off all the wet on your skin. And then you just wring it out, and then it doesn't get all of your other clothes. So I would say if you can get a Sammy towel, get a Sammy towel.
I have a large one.
Hair
large
ties,
one, yeah.
like hair ties, guys. I'm telling you, if you go up on deck and it's super windy, you're gonna be swallowing your hair as you're trying to dance by the
You
pool.
totally do.
So hair ties is a must. And then layers. Okay, dress in layers. Grab scarf. Grab a cardigan. You can always dress up or dress down using that. But if you're cold, you know you're gonna need it. I'm sure people have told you this, but if you don't know, there's not a lot of outlets to plug your stuff in. So you want to get an outlet that has multiple sockets in there, so that you can put your hair dryer, all the curling irons, that kind of thing, your phone. Like speaking of, that's number 8. Okay, look at this. you need to bring a charger for your phone, because you're going to take your phone everywhere, and you're going to want to take pictures and text people, and it's going to die. So bring a portable charger. That is a must. So hopefully your next cruise is awesome. Book it with Liz, because she can help you out.
And ditto for a lot of things that she said, but a lot of things that I remember is plan out what you're going to do the next day. So go over the list. They give it to you the night before, so that, I mean, if you already kind of know what you're going to do, but then at least you can plan out. The app with Carnival, the hub, has been excellent as far as communicating with the other people in your group and seeing what's ahead and what's going on. They even have maps on there, so those were really helpful for me anyway.
Definitely.
And you know, bring more than one suit, especially if you're going to go to the beach a lot. That's one thing that I realized that I had to search around for enough suits to have. But if you have more than one could be drying. The next day you've got to dry one to wear for whatever you're going to do the next
Great
day.
tip.
Cover-ups because you're going to the pool. I've noticed that if you have more than one, same reason. If the other one gets wet or the weather changes or you want something different to wear, you've got something else. Even if you have just one suit, if you got a different cover-up, it looks different the next day.
Love it.
Ah, man. Be active, because you're going to eat a lot. You're either going to eat stuff that you don't get all the time, or you see all the stuff you like to eat and you'll eat more. So I find that if I stay active, I do a lot of walking.
Yeah.
And so if you have a good pair of walking shoes, that probably would be something
You
good to
recommend
have.
taking the stairs as often as you can?
Yes, exactly. Your knees may get sore after a while, but it works out.
Perfect. Anything else?
Bring your best friend with you.
Bring your best
Oh yes,
friend.
yes, that's cool.
Never
Okay.
cruise alone.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I have
Friends.
one more.
Woo.
I personally love to bring my own snorkeling gear.
Oh,
I don't like using their stuff because it doesn't, like, there's a hole at the top, the water comes in your mouth easier. So I buy my own that keeps the water out. So
Amazon.
Amazon, bring your own snorkeling
And
gear.
people think you know how to snorkel really well if you have your own gear.
I do.